talking about the 1979 film by Andrei Tarkovsky, I think that's how his name's pronounced, Stalker. He's the same director that made Solaris, which is known to be an incredible science fiction film, and this is just as good, if not better, in my opinion. The film is set in a world where a meteor fell in this specific area in Russia, and so there's this like room that's basically grants your deepest wishes, not the ones that you say, but your deepest ones. And around this room is this zone that basically like defies physics and has its own set of rules. And there's this guide that guides people through the zone into the room. And that's our main character. The film is a masterpiece. It's a very slow film. It's one of my favorite films. I recently watched it, I think a couple of weeks ago, and it stuck with me since. You guys need to realize that it is a slow film. Like, the acting is done really well. The cinematography is one of the best. It feels like every frame was there for a reason. And there is nothing short but excellence. Excellence is that word in this film. It's a film that every sci-fi fan needs to watch. Some people may not like it. It just might not be their thing because it is slow. I loved it. This film is so good. It's such a puzzle piece because there's things that you just like. People need to realize that I think this generation's very the films that people watch nowadays are very like open and closed. Like they're very closed ended, not open ended. They're very closed ended. It feels very like, okay, so this is the step by step by step. There is no personal opinion on what happened. Do you know what I mean? So it's like if you look at Inception, some people could say that he's that our main character was in a dream. Some people say that he's not. It's really what you take from that film. There is no correct answer. That's how filmmaking very much should be, or like that's a part of what filmmaking is that it is an art. So it's what you take from it, right? It's like a scene that may not be explained as well as this generation's filmmaking is just open to interpretation. And that's what I think is so well done in this film, that it's just you just sit there and you need to just think about it and analyze it. And it's just a film that should be strived for, in my opinion. Like there's enough in that film that is just like easy to understand, but then there's like another level of that film where it's just like, oh, okay, that's great. Do you know what I mean? Like I know parts of the film, especially towards the end, where I think that the film takes a turn, and some people think otherwise. And that's what's beautiful about this film. It's like everyone gonna look at it a completely different way. Again, I don't want to go into it anymore, into the actual plot. You guys need to watch this film. This film is absolutely spectacular. I am going to start to try to do films that are less known to the general public so that you guys can basically like watch newer and more films. I hope you guys check this film out. If you guys do, leave a comment on what you guys thought. And also, question, what's your favorite science fiction film of all time? Let's start a discussion. Let's talk about it in the comments below. If you guys if this is your first video, then subscribe, comment, join the discussion, join the community basically. And if you guys enjoyed the video, like. Alright, talk to you guys later.